Hello and welcome to the channel. Presidential candidate of the African Action Congress AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has chided President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu for not participating in the 2023 Abuja Marathon. Though said with a straight face, it is obvious it was a tongue-in-cheek comment. Among all the presidential candidates, why not Tinubu he mention? President-elect where they find am out to waka, how he won't take run. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. I am disappointed Tinubu didn't participate in Abuja Marathon, Sowore. The African Action Congress AAC presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore said he was disappointed that the president-elect Bola Tinubu did not participate in the 2023 Abuja Marathon. Sowore stated this while addressing journalists in Abuja on Saturday. He also expressed disappointment over the absence of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Mohammed Bello, at the race. The rights activist was one of the participants in the maiden edition of the Abuja International Marathon. He said, "This is the first Abuja Marathon. I participated and I ran longer than I expected. I expected that the Minister of FCT would be here. I was even expecting Tinubu to be here, but apparently I am the only presidential candidate standing after the election. I ran with kids, great kids. I am of the opinion that we are wasting a lot of talents in this country." According to Sowore, sports was an important tool towards uniting Nigerians and generating employment for the youths. Meanwhile, the governors elected under the platform of the Rolling All Progressives Congress APC have advised the president-elect Bola Tinubu not to meddle in the affairs of the National Assembly. This is against the backdrop that Tinubu has allegedly concluded plans to adopt former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, as the Senate President and Kano Senator Jibrin Barau as the Deputy Senate President. It was learned that the APC governors are divided on Tinubu's choice. While some of the governors are in support, some have kicked against it, insisting that the position should be zoned to the north. A source close to some of the governors who was present at the meeting with Tinubu on Thursday and Friday told Daily Trust that they advised the president-elect to allow the best candidates to emerge and not make a choice. The source said the governors told Tinubu to avoid the National Assembly politics in order not to get his administration into trouble. The source was quoted to have said what some of the governors told Tinubu was that he should not dabble into the politics of the National Assembly. That was the advice they gave him. The governors stood their ground that zoning of the preferred candidacy is out of place, so they advised Tinubu to let the National Assembly and particularly the senators to sort themselves out. Tinubu also agreed that he will not dabble into the politics of the National Assembly beyond reasonable limits, so he appealed to the governors to work in synergy with the national leadership of the party to put things in proper shape regarding the choice of principal officers of the National Assembly. Some of the governors are lobbying for Senator Barau. Some are keeping an eye on Sani Musa from Niger. Some of them want to go for Orji Uzo Kalu. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Meanwhile, controversy has trailed the alleged choice of a Senate President by the President-elect Bola Tinubu as lawmakers-elect have begun to kick against it. These follow speculation that Tinubu has allegedly concluded plans to adopt the former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, as Senate President and Kano Senator Jibrin Barau, APC, as the Deputy Senate President. However, the president-elect had reportedly jettisoned the move to zone the 10th Senate presidency to the South-South. But reactions have since trailed the claim that Tinubu had opted for Akpabio as Senate President, as some lawmakers-elect have asked him not to meddle into the politics of the National Assembly. It was also learned that even the National Working Committee (NWC) of the party is divided on the matter, as some want Akpabio and others want Jibrin Barau from Kano, while some want the position ceded to the southeast. The senator claims that Akpabio is not capable of running the affairs of the parliament, and more so, the North deserves the position because of its contribution to the victory of Tinubu during the February presidential election. He said, Akpabio will not fly for two reasons. One, he contributed nearly nothing to the victory of Tinubu, aside from stepping down for him during the primary election. Two, he disparaged the parliament during the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) probe. Another senator-elect said the choice of the president-elect was the best for the country, but some of his colleagues were already teaming up against it. He attributed Akpabio's attitude during the probe of the NDDC when he was the minister of the Niger Delta to the reason why his colleagues are against him. It disclosed that some of the senators were also against Akpabio because he reneged on the promises he made to them ahead of becoming the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs. He submitted that I won't work against Asiwaju. I have been told of the choice, and I am 100% in support of this. However, our colleagues are already mobilizing against Akpabio. They said he exposed the parliament to ridicule when he was a minister. When the Senate turned down some of Akpabio's requests for spending, he simply went away and found his way. Another source who met Tinubu on Wednesday said the senators were being mobilized by an aggrieved presiding officer in the parliament. He also noted that they are being pushed by a presiding officer, but this will not work because the choice of Asiwaju is in the best interest of the country. We will work against anything that will hinder the Tinubu presidency from performing. Another source said Tinubu's preference for Akpabio was to carry the Christians in Nigeria along, and not necessarily because of his contribution to the success of the party. The source said, it has been said again and again that the North contributed over 63% of the votes that drove Tinubu to victory. However, it is not a matter of the winner carrying everything, it is about equity. Tinubu wants to start on a sound footing. Sadly, by the time he did not carry all 6 geopolitical zones along, there will be a distraction and he might not succeed. Of course, if elections were to hold today, certainly Senator Barau Jibrin will defeat other contenders hands down because he has the support of senators elected on the platform of all the parties represented in the Senate. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.